Rocks. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You see them rocks there? A wife's been out here working on our lamp post right out here. It did have them rocks around it, kind of like a fire pit, just stacked all the way around it. I think she's going to go with some retaining wall bricks instead of them rocks, because I keep hitting them with the mower and knocking them all over the place. So I'm thinking maybe these rocks will be added to the little big head crawling course back there in the corner of the yard, and maybe we'll get to do some more videos back there. Oh, let me show you this, just in case you don't know. You might not have never seen one. See this windmill right here? This windmill is actually called a mole windmill. That's M-O-L-E. I have no idea why everybody wants to come down my road when I'm making videos. But anyway, it's a mole windmill. That's a 8-foot grounding rod. 4 foot of it's drove into the ground, and that windmill sits on top. And that windmill's got a little ball bearing in the shaft right here. And as you hear it, you probably hear it. And what it does, it sends a vibration down that grounding rod and into the ground, and moles hate vibrations. So that drives them out, drives them into your neighbor's yard over here. It keeps them out of your yard, so you can keep that mole feces or mole doo-doo, whatever you want to call it, off of your walkways and stuff like that. Well, in my last video I showed, y'all seen I finally got the Capra to climb. It was sticking, it was grabbing, it was hooking. I just want to go ahead and thank everybody that played a part in it, like Trail Crawlers RC on YouTube. He had faith in me. He kept urging me to keep at it. I was about ready to throw it in the trash. And all my friends locally that I crawl with, it just let me take and turn their Capra upside down and take a look at it. So y'all seen it in the video, the last video. It just really, it went up the rocks real good and crawled real good. I was just tickled to death with it. And like I said before, we're all in this together. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you another rundown of what we've done. Okay, just in case you don't know, this is the Capra, and we've got the, I'll just go from top to bottom, the Vidavon carbon fiber panels. They actually weigh more than the stock, so I don't know if you want to go that route. We do have the spring mod and the springs. There's a video on my channel somewhere if you want to know about the spring mod. We do have Team Garage Hack Overdrive, the Wild. Team Garage Wild Overdrive in the front. These are 2.2 wheels. I just ordered them off Amazon. I think these are the same ones I got on my 6x6. And I got the Deepwood CR C3s, Duratrax. And I'm running them backwards. In other words, instead of the thread running like a tractor tire, it's running the opposite. And we got the big portal weights, portal cover brass weights on the front. And what we did that really stepped the game up is right here. This is a flat skid. Everybody told me to get the Vader skid, but I couldn't get it because it was out of stock everywhere I checked. So that's Spare Time Hobbies. Yeah, I think I've got one of their logos right over here. There it is, Spare Time Hobbies. And the reason I went with this one, instead of just getting any kind of printed, this Spare Time Hobbies, it comes with these metal braces on the side, as you can see here. And basically what I did is extended the wheelbase by running it all the way out on the skid plate, on this Spare Time Hobbies skid plate, all the way to the end. It extended the wheelbase in between the tires by 1/2 inch. You think 1/2 inch is not a lot, but in a 1/10 scale car, it's a lot. Now once I extended the wheelbase, you know, hooked my links all the way up to the outside, it kind of put the diffs into a bind. Well, to correct that, and I stole this from another guy that I crawl with, I changed these links, these plastic rod ends right here, to Traxxas, and this is the part number 5525. And that is actually what give it the 1/2 inch and give it a longer wheelbase. It was able to make it wake up and crawl. This Traxxas, I mean, this Capra still has stock electronics. Let's see, there's a couple other things I did. What else did I do? It don't come to mind right now, but basically the rod ends, the flat skid, the Team Garage Hack Wild Overdrive. I took the brass portal weights off the back because it was just dragging them. It was holding them back. The Wild Overdrive in the front. And I think that's about all I've done to it. But it really woke the truck up. And I'm pretty happy with it right now. I'm going to leave it where it's at. And I do have the stock foams in here. And the reason I run the 2.2s with the 1.9 tires stretched over the 2.2s, it gives you more sidewall. Like if you're going in between two rocks, you can actually use this sidewall to grip. Plus it firms it up a little bit. But I also added, I forgot about this, I also added the hex extenders. I can't remember the small ones, the smallest ones you could get to get more width in between the tires, just a little bit. And I'm sure that helped a lot. But of course with these wide axles, like on the Capra, the width on them, you can run a softer tire and still get away with it and have good side healing. Where if you had narrow axles, you know, you would have to run a stiff tires and probably way hex extenders. But another thing, the 2.2s will help you out. It puts more weight towards the outside of the tire. Like a lot of people, I would never put, like you see them, like the little rotor in there, the brass rotor wheel weights, that's real small and on the center of the axle. That kills a lot of your torque, puts a lot of strain on your drivetrain. The more weight you can get towards the outer side of the tire, the better you'll be off. I mean, the better you'll be. Excuse my language, I'm trying my best here, y'all. But that's about it. I just wanted to share that with y'all because everybody took a part in it. Maybe you got a Capra that you're ready to throw in the trash. Don't do it. They're actually real capable vehicles. The spring mod, the overdrive, the flat skid plate. And let me tell you another reason why I'm thinking about it. I got a plastic bag blowing out there. Why I'm thinking about it. Let's see if I can find the Capra. I'm trying to look for my skid plate. Here it is. The reason you want the flat skid plate is because if you look at this skid plate here, see how it's textured? It's got the kind of like a roof. It goes up, it's angled, it's flat right here, but it's on the sides. So a lot of times when you climb up on a rock, I know y'all have seen it, your Capra sit there and do side to side like a turtle on a fence post. Well, the flat skid plate takes away from that. But a lot of people will disagree with you on one thing. You see where the bolts are? When you put the flat skid plate in there, it does raise your center of gravity a little bit because it raises that transmission up just a little bit. But you get that back when you put these rod extenders in this plate because it flattens it out a whole lot more. You get that back. And it's a whole lot better deal. It really climbed. I'm rambling now. It really climbed great. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. And remember, till next time, I love you, but God loves you more.